travels throughout Indianapolis, throughout the Midwest, really, Indiana. Our games librarian, Greg, is over here, and he is seasoned in like every game imaginable to help people figure out what to play, to introduce them to games, or just to help them game if they are just interested in something. We also have all kinds of sponsors here all weekend. So Double Exposure Envoy has been a platinum sponsor of ours for ages. And they run social deduction gigs here, like One Night Werewolf and things like that. So they're here, and they're doing some other things like tournaments this weekend too. So new this year, we've got 2 kids rooms. We've got kids 10 and under. Hi. Very impressed by your camera. So kids, Grow a Gamer is in here. So it's not quite as crazy today. Yesterday was pretty nice. It's calming today.
Well, calmer at the moment. You just missed it. We had about 15 kids.
Today there were like 4 kids in here being totally crazy, and it's so loud in here. This was one of them.
That was my mom during Happy Salmon.
Yes, I was here during Happy Salmon. This was one of our crazy kids. This is JC with Gaming with Scott. So Gaming with Scott's set up towards the end of the hallway. We can take a look later, but they are our podcast this year. So they're podcasting live from Yer Con all weekend. Hi. This is Matt, one of our staff members. He actually helps run the Grow a Gamer and Motley Kids, which we're going to take a look at Motley Kids right now.
Good. Go have fun. And they're making monsters right now. So I'll see you.
Hi. So this is the Motley Kids room. That was the teen room we were in over there. This is like the younger people room. Hi. Do you want to tell them a little bit about Motley Kids Grow a Gamer? This is Indie Roamers.
Hi. So Motley Kids and Grow Gamer is actually sort of one project with 2 names. The goal is a few years ago, as we were bringing our kids into conventions and realizing that we didn't have a whole lot of programming activities, we said something to the folks at Yer Con who had a great room for kids but didn't really have any kids activities. The suggestion was, well, we have lots of people who'd like to help with kids activities but nobody wants to run them. So over the last couple of years we've tried to put some stuff together. And this last year, one of our older parents said, hey, what about teen activities? So we have Motley Kids and Grow Gamer now. Motley Kids is about ages 5 through 9, and then those older tweens and young teens are in the Grow Gamer room. The goal is to kind of get kids into the idea of what it means to be at a con. Crafting, running some games. We've got some board games here. And not just the con is the place where you go and sit in a room where your parents hang out and do things you don't understand. So we're trying to introduce kids. Emily, you're a goofball. We're trying to introduce kids to role-playing and to games in a sort of safe and friendly environment.
Sure. One of the reasons I like it is because it goes along with our mission. Because basically, we believe that games can change lives, and through kids, of course, we know they can teach literacy, they can teach social skills, they can teach kids how to learn to lose and how to win graciously. So this is really a great fit for the convention. So we're glad that they've been here the last few years. Hi. Hello. This is Joe. Joe, you own White Flag Games, don't you?
I do. How did you know?
Because you were a sponsor last year.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes,
So I do the programs that lay out all the ads and stuff. So
you're that one.
Yes, I'm that one. Yeah. So Joe, this is Indie Roamers. They're roaming around Yer Con to do a video.
Good place to roam.
Yeah. Do you want to tell them anything about White Flag Games?
Sure. We are a board and card game shop in Mooresville, Indiana. We have a very large play space and very family friendly, very casual, good fun place for everyone to come and have fun. And we built our own TARDIS. It's really cool stuff. We're good guys. It's things that happen.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Good to see you. This is the Bridge Simulator room. Miss Brigade. I keep calling it the wrong name. Yeah. Hello. Welcome. Hi. We're just wandering, taking video of Miss Brigade. Hi. So this is Joe. Joe is our sponsor who's running Miss Brigade here. Do you want to tell them a little bit about Miss Brigade?
Miss Brigade is just a group. I provide all the IT equipment for running the Spaceship Bridge Sims at a number of local conventions, including Hoosier Gamers and Yer Con. I also do this in conjunction and Starbase and like I said, a number of other local conventions. We have a Spaceship Bridge simulator. We use Empty Epsilon, which is open source, and it's like being on a Star Trek or Star Wars bridge where everybody has to work together as a team. You all survive together or you all die together. The object generally is to defend the space stations against alien invasion and destroy as many enemies as you can.
We've got a little bit of open gaming here, so that's where people can just grab games and play games and some scheduled games too. This is Dawn and Jade and Alan. Hi, I'm Tracy. Nice to meet you.
You as well.
And they're here with DNA Games. Do you guys want to tell indie roamers a little bit about DNA Games?
Sure.
They're roaming around Hoosier Con.
Sure. DNA Games is a partnership amongst all of us. We are essentially a local game producing company and designer, pardon the orange. This is actually our very first game in production. It's called Nightfall at Camp Havenwood. It is currently on Kickstarter until April the 11th, and it is a survival horror game from 1985. You are a camper or counselor trying to escape, and in order to do so, you have to complete objectives on an episode in a series of scenes. So we're really excited about this project. We've been working on it since August, and we've done several play tests and prototypes in a lot of local game stores, and are going to continue to do so. So definitely check us out on Kickstarter and social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and you can find all of our really fun stuff online.
What's the site?
So our Facebook is DNA Games LLC, as well as our Instagram and Twitter is under at DNA Games LLC.
How long is it now?
April 11th is when our Kickstarter is ending. So
We've done a blood drive every few years, so we've got the Indiana Blood Center here, Gaming with Scott set up over there, so our podcast. We got another Kickstarter here, so this is Cooking with Dice, so it's a spin-off of Adventure Sense. Do you want to tell them a little bit about Cooking with Dice?
Sure, yeah. So this is a role-playing game that also has, like, along with the game, different recipes that you cook along with the game. So you roll the dice, and then there's different ingredients that then you use while you play the game. And there's different levels, and it kind of gets a little more challenging as you go along. And it's not traditional cooking. You cook with different acids like lemon juice and vinegar. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks so much. And what date does the Kickstarter end?
It ends April 13th.
And what do you do?
We are the official fan club of the Royal Manticore Navy. Official fan club of David Webber's book series, the Hannah Harrington series, which is about a female protagonist going up through the military ranks of the Space Navy. It's, as you can see, this is only a portion of the books he has written in the series, and it is available for both adults and younger adults in a form of a series dealing with the introduction and of a new character, which is an empathic tree cat.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. I think 15 vendors this year. Adventure Sense is a Cooking with Dice is a spin-off of Adventure Sense. They're actually a really interesting Kickstarter type company here.
Hi there. Well, we have over 60 cent special effects for games. Anything from an enchanted forest to a moldy crypt. The idea is you set them on the table, unscrew the lid, and the aroma will slowly spread across the gaming table. And it's kind of like smell-o-vision for a role-playing game. They're also great for video games, reading a book, watching TV, that sort of thing as well. We have sci-fi scents like New Spaceship and Barren
Under the mushroom, right? Am I right? Under the mushroom? No, welcome to my Wednesday. I'm sorry. That's under my mushroom. Sorry. Under my mushroom. Under the mushroom. Welcome to my Wednesday. Under the mushroom. We've got Geeky Endeavors over here. They're local to Indianapolis. And our silent auction over here. So this is Jacqueline. She's one of our board members. She's running the silent auction this week. One of the coolest things we got in the silent auction is actually this Cleric of Pelennor certificate here. So for like huge D&D Adventures League fans, this is a pretty big deal that it's here. So we'll see how it goes, but that's a pretty big ticket item. All kinds of things. People donate to us, so that's one of the things we're really lucky. Those things that you see there are all donated, that people just give them to us because they love Hoosier Gamers, they love Yer Con, and they want to see it succeed, and they want to see our mission succeed. Let's see, I think this is Hometown Comics, maybe. Some of them don't have signs, so I don't know who they are, but I know who's in here. Design over here. These guys are actually pretty cool. They're from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Yeah, Raven Designs. So these are all handmade Fort Wayne.
Now, you as a player.
That guy has some really cool wallets. He's Geeks First, I think. No, he's Fanboys. I can't remember. Can't remember all their names. But we've got really cool handmade bags up here.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get a magnifying glass to actually be able to read some of the cards.
Messenger bags. All handmade. And then this is the D&D room. All these people are playing D&D right now. And they're probably all like, what are you doing?
So, if you were to
The D&D Adventures League is the 5th edition organized play campaign for Dungeons & Dragons. We are running between 9 and 10 tables in every slot, which is really good turnout for us. We have all sorts of stuff, if you just ignore that. We got lots of papers and all sorts of good jazz for new players to come. We want to be friendly to new players and returning players alike. We put a lot of effort. We have one of the 7 admins of the whole Adventures League here this weekend. We have an Epic, which is a multi-table battle interactive later tonight. We really put in the work, and I think we're really excited to show off what D&D AL can be at its best.
Yeah, thanks, Jeremy.
No problem.
So, Pathfinder has a bunch of iconic characters, and Faya is my favorite, so I'm really happy they wrote Faya. She's the iconic witch with her fox familiar.
you were too busy sucking on the phone.
So all these people are playing Pathfinder, which is, it kind of shot off from D&D's open gaming license, and it's its own animal now. So it's this huge game. Sales actually beat D&D at some point in time, but I think D&D is back on top. So it's kind of this battle between D&D and Pathfinder. But a healthy D&D and a healthy Pathfinder is healthy for the whole RPG community. So we're happy to have them both here. So this is Robert.
Hi, I'm Robert. And
Tell us about Pathfinder Society of Central Indiana. So this is Indie Roamers.
Okay. Hi, everybody. All right. Pathfinder Society is the worldwide organized play system for the Pathfinder role-playing game. So basically what it is you have your character that you build and run with in the game, but then you get chronicle sheets at the end of your adventure that lists the treasure that you found, the gold that you collected, and everything like that. So you don't have to play consistently at the same location for an effective character. You can go on your adventures and go to one venue and play a game, go to another venue, play a game, and take it all over the place. From what I hear, it's running all over the world. So it's a lot of fun. We have a blast with it. I play, my wife plays with me, our daughter plays as well, and it's a great thing for a family to do together.
He's selling himself short. He's actually a GM. How many stars do you have? 1-star GM so far? Okay, so Paizo has has a star system where they star their GMs, and GMs can kind of earn that credential as they go. And he and his wife both GM. Do your kids GM yet?
Yes. Rose is 16. She's actually been GMing for 2 years now already. I think she has actually run more sessions than I have because I like to step back and let things go as they will, but I'll still step in and help out whenever I can.
He also plays a fun bard, so.
Yes. Yes, I do. I play myself in real life. Sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
If people pre-con, we obviously have these tables set up that people can, as a sponsor, they get tables and they're able to play test their games here. This is actually one of the best places to play test because it's March and Gen Con's coming up, and it's a good time to get your Kickstarters going before Gen Con in the fall. So we usually get a lot of play tests here, a lot of Kickstarters and things like that. Any other questions?
How many people do you typically have?
So we have been growing by 40% every year. So our registration yesterday, so total checked in people yesterday was the total of how many people attended in 2014. So just on Friday was the total of the whole con in 2014. So last year we had 2,411 people who checked in. This year we're hoping and expecting to have about 3,000. So that's our projection. I don't know if we're gonna get it, but that's what we're thinking. And we're hoping, really, we would like to stay somewhere around that number because this is a great venue for us, and we're outgrowing it. So.